Hello chat, j'espère que vous allez bien, on est parti. On va regarder quelques vidéos là. On va mettre des vidéos pendant que moi je fais mes leçons. Parce que voilà quoi. On n'a pas le temps et du coup on va stream. On fait tout en même temps. On fait tout en même temps. On est multitask. Multitask les gars. Jason peut évoluer pas. Oh ça c'est bien. C'est bien mais on va regarder du Pokémon quand même. On est là pour du Pokémon. Ça ma vidéo elle marche ok là. Ok. Ok, attends. I made a Pokemon game where you play as Brock and I unlock it. Ok, ceux-là, on va regarder ceux-là. On va regarder ceux-là.
Brock is best known for two things: hitting on virtually every woman he ever comes across,
while Brock is here to make your wildest dreams come true.
And his rock-hard Pokemon. His words, not mine. In the show, he's not often viewed as a strong trainer because he's more of the nurturing type. But I have modified this version of Pokemon Leaf Green to play through it as Brock.
Let's go. I got the
be
chat.
A trainer.
I got everything.
With women, of course.
I have to do homework. So, let's go.
As a hardcore Nuzlocke, using only the Pokemon Brock did in the show. Before we begin, do you have a favorite Brock quote? Mine has to be this one.
Hey, I know. I'll use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan.
Brock starts off in what appears to be just another normal house. But going downstairs, we quickly find this house is as full as a 90s sitcom. As a matter of fact, Brock has a whopping 9 siblings. Something quite unheard of in this day and age.
Boris, Salvador, and Yolanda. Tommy, Cindy, Susie, Timmy, Tilly, and Billy.
Both his mom and dad are horrible people, leaving their younger kids in Brock's care so they can travel around the world doing whatever the heck they want.
His good-for-nothing father left the family to become a Pokemon trainer, and they never heard from him again.
Say what you will about Brock, for all his faults, he did step up and become the responsible one in the family, becoming an excellent cook and caretaker. Unlike Ash, who lives in Pallet Town, Brock obviously lives in Pewter, so he doesn't have to commute to the gym every day. This means he doesn't have to go through the Viridian Forest, because he didn't in the show either. Before officially starting the run, here is Brock's trainer card, and his starter Pokemon, a Geodude. Geodude was one of the 2 Pokemon Brock started with in the anime, the other one being his Onix. We don't know when he got Geodude, but Sandstone seemed like an appropriate starter. I didn't start with Onix for a reason that will be apparent in just a moment. As much as he would like to, Brock can't leave Pewter City, because that would force his siblings to fend for themselves, something that he is too responsible to do.
Ok, bon. Est-ce que je ferais pas genre un brouillon?
Flint has returned home and is waiting in the gym. The resemblance here is quite
Je
striking.
sais pas, en fait.
This loser agrees to have a battle to see who will stay here to manage the gym and raise his kids. I feel like he could just come back and accept his parental responsibilities, but come on, that's giving this deadbeat far too much credit. Rather than have 2 Pokemon, Flint only has Onix, but I didn't change his moveset. This Rock Snake does have insanely high defense, much better than my Geode, but attack-wise, he is on par with a little Pidgey, having only 45 base attack compared to my Geodude's 80. That being said, I didn't expect his tackle to do only 1 damage every time, but that's fine by me. My Rock Throw, because of stab and higher attack, actually does something. Even though Onix's Rock Tomb would be a much stronger move than Tackle, okay, maybe much is an exaggeration, Flint won't use it because he's already outspeeds, and the AI in Gen 3 won't use speed lowering moves if they're already faster. The end result is that he uses Tackle and sometimes Bind, which is obviously more concerning because of the repeated hits. If he had used Bind at the start, and consistently, I might have actually lost. As it is, Flint is not a successful trainer. That's the whole reason he came back, and so 12 Rock Throws and 1 Tackle later, okay, scratch that, make that 2 Tackles later, and Brock has defeated his good-for-nothing father. He shouldn't have left in the first place, and when it became obvious that he was a failure as a trainer, he should have come right back rather than being a creepy old guy hanging around Pewter City and trying to help random little kids.
Take me to this Brock's gym. I'll beat him.
Ha ha ha. You'll beat him. Ha ha ha.
For my victory, Flint gives me a badge that Brock probably already had. The Rock Tomb TM, but most importantly, an Onyx. Onyx was Brock's first Pokemon, given to him by Flint when he was still pretending to be a good father.
Wow, sounds like your dad's pretty cool, huh, Brock?
I guess.
Flashback.
You mean you're the good-for-nothing father who left home and never came back?
That's right. It was me.
Putting that aside though, since this Onyx was a present, look how cute he is with his bow and everything. Given the circumstances, I decide to name my Onyx Flint. And Brock is now set to leave Pewter to become the best ever Pokemon breeder. Even though Pokemon didn't lay eggs back in Kanto, so what was he breeding them for? Regardless, Flint now gets the chance to learn how to be a father. Good luck, sucker. I'm out of here. After doing one last very important thing, flirting with Nurse Joy. This wouldn't be a Brock run without excessive, unnecessary, and unwanted advances towards women.
By the way, are you by any chance related to the Joy in Gringy City?
I'm her cousin.
But you're much, much prettier than she is.
With that out of the way, I make my way to Mount Moon, where I get the very first Pokemon Brock caught, a Zubat. This is a weird encounter though, because in the show, we don't actually see Brock catch it.
C'est pour les questions.
Instead, when the Zubat appears out of thin air sometime later, Brock explains that he caught it earlier.
I captured it just before we entered the cave.
Oh, I should have caught one.
I know I've given Onyx a lot of hate, because Onyx sucks, but in the early game, his lack of attack isn't a huge deal, and his defenses more than make up for it. What I'm trying to say is that Flint, almost on his own, gets me through the entirety of Mount Moon. Video game Brock does actually use these fossil Pokemon, specifically his Kanto team in Gen 2, but anime Brock never did, so I unfortunately can't use them. In Cerulean, I know that my current team has no chance to beat Misty, but before I make any drastic changes here, I want to give it a try. I am only at the second gym after all. I start with Flint. In the off chance he outspeeds the Staryu, he tries to Screech, but never gets the chance thanks to a Water Pulse. Meteor comes out next. Staryu hardens, which makes Wing Attack weaker, but it's better than an immediate Water Pulse. She starts to bite instead, since Dark is special in Gen 3, and manages to survive even a crit Water Pulse before knocking out the first star. The real problem though, is the second slightly larger, but by far stronger, star. Meteor immediately dies to a Water Pulse, and Sandstone obviously never had a chance. Yeah, that was completely expected. I did consider moving up his next Pokemon to get Vulpix before this gym. After all, according to Brock,
Water types, and they're totally weak against fire type.
but that wouldn't do anything for me. So I need to figure out something else. I think I have a plan though. First, let's start back up and rebattle with Flint. This time, I get even closer to losing because Flint actually uses Bind more consistently. Sandstone still does win, and I once again get an Onyx. I get to Cerulean for a second time, and realize I forgot to do something very important in my last run. Flirt with Nurse Joy again. What did you expect? If a woman exists, Brock will make a fool of himself. It's the circle of life. Unfortunately for Brock, though fortunately for all women everywhere, his unwanted attention has caused him to become a person of interest. So anticipating a weakened team after the Misty fight, I head north to encounter my rival, a cop who was sent to apprehend me, though Officer Jenny may not have been the best pick. You know, because she's quite an attractive woman.
I was wondering, since I'm new in town, maybe we could get together tonight and you could show me around.
Well, I'm not off duty till past your bedtime.
Jenny does not have a specific team, so I'm going to be using this Bulbapedia page to give her Pokemon Jennies all over the world have used before, starting with Pidgeotto. Flint defeats one bird with 2 stones. Paris does have Absorb, so I pivot into Meteor. She hasn't learned Wing Attack just yet, because it's at the level cap, but Bite flinches 3 times in a row. Talk about awesome. Too bad Meteor is hit at the very end and couldn't go the distance. This brings out her ace, obviously a Growlithe. He may not look intimidating, ability or no, but having access to the special move Bite is quite intimidating. Still, Sandstone survives another non-crit, Rock Throw doesn't miss, thankfully, and that Fire Pup is down. so for now I have resisted law enforcement's efforts to squash my free speech. Kanto is a free country. For people, not so much for Pokemon. So I can talk to whomever I want. I'm not talking to Misty just yet though, because my naive Meteor needs some speed EVs first. She's already decently fast, but I need to ensure that she outspeeds Staryu this time, which is precisely what happens. The first wing attack does quite a bit more than I expected. Staryu uses Harden, but it's not enough to save him on the second hit. This is already going much better. She levels up in preparation for Starmie. Starmie outspeeds, of course, to get a crit water pulse, knocking her right out. Dang it. It looks like I spoke too soon. If she had gotten in a few hits before dying, which was possible thanks to an Oran Berry, Meteor might have been my only sacrifice. As it is, I now need to sack Sandstone as well. You see, I changed the code here a bit, so Sturdy works the same way it does in future generations, meaning it's actually useful. This lets Sandstone survive a water pulse that does enough to kill him like 3 times over, and heals the confusion with a Person Berry, glad I was prepared for that, and makes the ultimate sacrifice, self-destructing, so that Flint can be the sole survivor of this massacre. Losing 2/3 of my team is not what I'd call a satisfying victory, but it's better than 3/3. I know fractions. Since Geodude didn't evolve in the show, mine wouldn't have evolved anyway, so I was prepared to lose him at some point in the run, just not so early. Meteor though, not so much. And even though he's dead, he still evolves into Golbat. I allow it, since this did happen in the show. Actually, this evolution caused Golbat Supersonic to be too strong, crushing Brock's dreams of marrying this random doctor girl he just met.
Brock, I'm sorry, I meant your Golbat's too strong. When I tried to measure the strength of your Golbat Supersonic, it overloaded my computer.
Golbat evolves some 30 episodes later when he's too slow to catch up with Team Rocket using only 2 wings. After all, 4 is faster than 2. And by some weird coincidence, this episode also contained a lady that Brock wanted to stay with. But because of circumstances beyond his control, that didn't end up happening. Regardless, with 2 dead Pokemon, with only the weak attacking Onix, this run just got a whole lot more difficult. Since I expected those deaths, I had already cleared all the trainers up to Bill's house, so I can do that really quick, and once I get the Dig TM, Flint will hit even harder, albeit just a tiny bit. She has a really close call against that Rocket Grunt, as Drowsy disables Rock Slide, but she still does win with only 7 HP left. That fight has never been difficult for me. This does not bode well. I immediately teach him Dig, and hope that is enough for the 3rd gym. First, on the SSN, I will get another encounter in Vulpix. Brock was given temporary custody of Vulpix by Susie, a famous Pokemon breeder, and one that Brock looked up to.
Yes?
My name's Brock. Nice to meet you, Susie. I want to breed like you. I want to be a breeder like you.
Vulpix never evolved, though, so mine won't either. Officer Jenny, not to be stopped after a single loss, has followed me onto a boat to take me into custody. But Brock has the cringiest response. Alright, Brock. Once again, Jenny starts with Pidgeotto. Flint is sand attacked, but defeats the bird with a rock throw and rage. This brings out her newest Pokemon, Squirtle. Now, this would be a huge issue, but since Flint is 8 levels higher, I'm putting her basically at the level cap, she should be able to survive a single non-crit wave. So she screeches, Squirtle withdraws, and then tail whips? Not what I was expecting, but let's get Flint to end that Squirtle with a single rock throw. This baits out a Paris with an Absorb, or Stun Spore, that works too. Either way, in her debut fight, Charcoal one-shots with Ember. Last is Jenny's ace, Growlithe, which means I have nothing to worry about. Charcoal confuses and lowers his defenses a bit, before pivoting to Flint to finish the battle with another rock throw. I'll be honest with you here, as if I haven't been already. I expected another wipe there, solely because of her Squirtle. Since Surge does have 3 Pokemon, I allow myself to backtrack a bit to Viridian Forest for another encounter. No, not you, Pikachu, though that is pretty rare. I want a Pineco. Brock's first attempt at catching a Pineco is not the smoothest thing you'll ever see. Far from it, in fact.
Ready or not, here I come, Pineco!
But he eventually gets one with a fastball? Correct me if I'm wrong, aren't those is supposed to be used for, you know, not slow Pokemon, Pineco has a whopping 15 base speed, so not what I would consider fastball material, but it somehow works out. I get mine in a regular old Pokeball, like a normal person. This brings us to Surge. To avoid Flint getting Sonic Boom too much, I start with Charcoal instead. She gets in 2 Embers, taking a Shockwave and a Sonic Boom. At this HP, I'm hoping Quick Attack can finish it off, but it barely misses out on the kill, and Voltorb almost knocks her out too. Well, so much for starting with her. Flint comes out on a Tackle, does take a Sonic Boom, and digs in
Alors, il y
real
a quoi d'autre qu'on a pris?
Pikachu is going to double team, and I just have to keep digging, hoping for a hit. The first one misses, but the second one does hit. That wasn't so bad. Raichu would survive a non-crit dig, so first Flint screeches to lower his defenses. She then tries a rock throw just to see. It misses, and then I'm prepared to waste all of my dig PP here. But the first one hits, so that was awesome. In all honesty, it doesn't really take much to defeat Surge, so let's not get too excited here. On to Rock Tunnel. I have a couple of close calls making it through here. The first trainer, for example, gets all of my Pokemon basically down to the red thanks to his Slowpoke. You can ignore that Sandshrew. He's just used for HMs. Flint outspeeds and takes out most of the other rock Pokemon with Dig, thankfully, so I don't have to worry about their ground moves. I eventually make it out with no losses and decide that now would be a good time to see Officer Jenny again in the Pokemon Tower. And Brock can't help himself. Flint defeats this bird, as always, with a rock throw and a rage. On Wartortle, I pivot to Shipworm the Pineco. In case you were wondering, Shipworm is a type of bug that sometimes eats rocks, so I figured it was a good enough name. Either way, she learns Takedown pretty early, so with 2 of those hits, Wartortle is defeated. She clearly baits out an Ember from Growlithe that Charcoal can absorb for more firepower. 2 Flamethrowers defeats the Fire Dog. Another one takes out that bug, and last is Jenny's newest Pokemon, Ghastly. He too falls in a single hit. Before she leaves, Brock makes sure to get one last quib in because he always has to have the last word, even when it's complete nonsense. In Celadon, Brock finds a kindred spirit, shall we say, in this old Peeping Tom. That'll be Brock in 50 years if he doesn't change his ways, and somehow becomes white. Erica's gym is like a dream come true for someone like Brock, so he rushes right into this battle. Being a rock-type specialist, this would be a tough battle if it weren't for Charcoal, who learns Flamethrower right at the level cap. Victory Bell is one shot with a crit. Tangela doesn't need to be crit to die. Vileplume takes the hit, tries and fails to paralyze, and then 2 dies. Thank you, Susie, for lending me this awesome Pokemon. Erica tells me of a group of Lotad swimming in the Celadon Pond, so let's get one. This Lotad, how can I put this mildly, was a bit of an idiot. He couldn't even figure out how to water plants, even though all of the other Lotads were already doing it. He evolves into a Lombre, and eventually into a Ludicolo when he rummages through someone else's bag and finds a water stone.
Si je sais pas écrire, c'est un peu compliqué.
Was trying to force his Lombre
C'est un peu
to spend time
compliqué.
with a Mawile who had fallen in love with it for some reason. This was Brock's way to get closer to Mawile's owner.
Mawile! Are you sure that Ludicolo's not your type?
What? That's just great. Oh.
Wait, where are you going? Looks like it's moved on to a side duck.
In other words, he was a Pokemon hustler. And speaking of criminals, let's face off against Giovanni. Basalt, the newly evolved Ludicolo, water pulses his Onix after taking a sliver of damage from Rock Throw. Rhyhorn lets her fully heal with a Giga Drain just in time for Kangaskhan. Basalt gets in 2 hits, but I probably should have swapped after the first Mega Punch to not risk a crit. Flint comes out on a couple of Tail Whips, screeches, and even with -2 defense, his Rock Slide is still too weak. Stupid 45 base attack. Flint does eventually win after shrugging off a Mega Punch though. In preparation for the next gym battle against Koga, Shipworm evolves into a steel form, Forretress. I haven't done the rocket stuff in Saffron yet, so all of my team is still under the level cap here. I start with Flint, who misses a Screech and is poisoned on the first turn. Not a great start. He heals the poison, hits Screech, and after several rock slides and some healing, Koga's first coughing is defeated. I led with Flint so that she would be out here against the Muck, because Minimize scares me. Flint screeches a number of times as Muck minimizes, and occasionally uses acid armor. She tries to dig a bit, but it doesn't work and just gives Muck more time to minimize. Instead, Flint starts to rock slide, and after a couple of misses, manages to hit 3 times in a row for the knockout.
Je pense que ça devrait suffire, ça.
Shipworm in all her steel glory. 2 strengths defeats the
Ça fait
Talking as she is smokescreened.
1,
Weaving
2,
continues to blind her
4,
because
5,
he has
6.
nothing else to do,
À peu près 6 lignes.
Flint makes a return to
C'est
Screech a
possible
single
que
time,
ça suffise.
pivots back to Shipworm on a Toxic, who can see properly, and hits with 2 more strengths for the win. Moving ahead to Silphco, Brock rudely interrupts Officer Jenny as she tries to take down Team Rocket. Naturally, she gets upset. Flint starts off with a lucky rock slide crit, immediately taking out Pidgeot. He must have been going for Whirlwind, which is a minus priority move. This baits out Wobbuffet. He is screeched 3 times. Since Wobbuffet has been using Counter in anticipation of getting hit, Flint instead uses the special move Dragon Breath to deal some chip. And now, a Rock Slide should be strong enough. Again, Onix's attack is super weak. This brings out Blastoise, but Basalt quad resists water, so that's an easy win for him, even though Blastoise keeps stalling with Protect. Basalt rain dances to activate Swift Swim and defeats the turtle in a few Giga Drains.
Et bah voilà, je crois qu'on a fini.
The Mystic Water, the rain, and being 5 levels higher, a single Surf is strong enough to one-shot Gengar. Last but not least is Arcanine. Unfortunately, the rain has stopped at this point, so 1 Surf is too weak. Not that it much matters, as this dog still has Ember. Another hit, and I win. For that glorious victory, Flint finally evolves into Steelix, an actually useful Pokemon. It's actually a little bit sad that Brock didn't get to see his Onix evolve, because it happened while he was in Hoenn with Ash, while his Onix had been left in the Pewter City Gym. So he doesn't see Steelix until he returns back home during the Battle Frontier saga. Jenny, disgraced by yet another loss, abandons her post to force me to take on Team Rocket. But first, I need to get a free Pokemon here in the form of Mudkip. Brock's Mudkip was quite a large one, who felt the need to watch over and protect all of the newborn little Ocelotus. Brock eventually becomes friends with it, and it, much like Jenny, abandons its post to travel the world with Brock. He does eventually evolve into Marshtomp after training against Ash's Grovyle, and that's probably the last time he can touch a leaf without dying. He never makes it all the way to Swampert, unfortunately, so mine can't either. Though Basalt could easily take on Giovanni, I wanted to give Mudstone a shot. 2 Surfs take out Nidorino after he takes some damage, but he simply can't handle Kangaskhan, so I promptly swap to Flint on a Mega Punch. Since Rock Slide is not very strong, Flint screeches a bit, takes some more punches and rage, and Dig takes it right out. Basalt is double-kicked by Nidoqueen on the swap, and I totally thought she would be faster, but apparently not. And that results in her being paralyzed. So now, she's even less faster. Shipworm is able to tank some hits, responding with a single strength. On Rhyhorn, I pivot back to Mudstone on a Fury attack, and Surf a single time for the win. Moving ahead to Sabrina, I am not looking forward to this fight. My team is seriously lacking in special defense right now. In addition to that, Shipworm doesn't learn any bug or steel moves in this gen, so the normal type strength is one of the strongest moves he has access to right now. After a Calm Mind, it's thankfully enough to one-shot Kadabra. Venomoth starts by Psybeaming and takes more than half from strength. Just in case, Shipworm uses Protect, which actually blocks the Supersonic. Not that it matters, because the very next Psybeam confuses her anyway, but I use my last Person Berry to heal it and defeat the bug. On Mr. Mime, after a Calm Mind and a Strength, Shipworm sets up Light Screen in preparation for Alakazam, but she gets ahead of herself as she is crit, bypassing that Light Screen and almost dies. Okay, on to her Ace, I do basically the only thing I can do and swap into Flint. She screeches before attempting and missing a Rock Slide while Alakazam Calm Minds. On the next turn, she digs, which not only avoids a future sight hit, but with that defense drop, Alakazam is one-shot. You know what? That fight actually went far better than expected, thanks to my Steel Pokemon. The next encounter Brock gets is his Bonsly. This guy was caught near an undisclosed ninja school during the Battle Frontier, though he is quite a crybaby. Since Bonsly does not exist in Gen 3, I just catch a Sudowoodo. Brock does evolve during his Sinnoh adventures, so that's fair game. Next we have our Blaine battle. Mudstone starts off by being intimidated, but a Mystic Water Surf drowns the dog. And the little Fire Horse as well. The bigger Fire Horse outspeeds with a stomp, but is also surfed.
Ok.
Last, his Arcanine misses a takedown and does heal a bit after a surf. To show off my newest Mon, I swap to Petrified Wood on a takedown. Blaine heals yet again, but Rock Slide is a crit and Arcanine dies. I knew that was going to be relatively simple. Before facing Giovanni, it's time for our last encounter, which is actually just an egg. We'll find out what comes from it soon enough. For now, though,
C'est un
let's
remboursement ou un truc
defeat his
comme ça.
clear attempt to copy Brock's gym type.
Kyo-
Once again, I lead with Mudstone to surf Rhyhorn. For some reason, my
Hada.
footage skips a bit here,
Kyohanada.
but on Doug Trio, Mudstone
Un
is hit with
échange.
a dig and surfs again. For Nidoqueen, I pivot to Basalt on an Earthquake. She takes another hit while making it rain, and then outspeeds to surf. Nidoking suffers the same fate, and Basalt takes the opportunity to get fully healed by Giga Draining the other
Non,
Rhyhorn.
Oda, ça s'est posé
Those
dessus là.
last two gym battles were ridiculously easy, but I have a feeling our Jenny encounter will not.
Put in.
By the way,
Ok.
here Brock has what is quite possibly his worst pickup line yet. And no, I did not make that one up.
Smell my fresh breath, Nurse Joy. It's as sweet as you are.
You might want a mint.
Since Jenny still starts with her bird, I bring along Petrified Wood. She is sand attacked, and Rock Slide is not quite strong enough, so she follows it up with a kick. Arcanine bites and flamethrowers, while Wood hits only one of her
Ipakada.
attacks. Anticipating another flamethrower, I pivot into Charcoal, who is promptly bit. Okay, now anticipating a dig, I swap to Mudstone, who is extreme speeded instead. Not doing a great job calling these moves now, am I? I have no choice but to risk a crit here. Mudstone survives the hit and surfs the Arcanine.
Oh,
I
Topta,
had
ça
expected
c'est.
Meganian to come out against
c'est
Petrified
dark.
Wood earlier, but he comes out now. Expecting a Giga Drain, Shipworm comes out and is
Ouais,
Earthquake.
c'est ça.
Eventually I have to predict
Yongrana.
something correctly,
C'est
right?
leur use.
Strength is quite a bit weaker than I had hoped, and since she is leech seeded, I swap into Basalt. She chips with Fake Out
Soda.
before swapping back to Shipworm, who heals Sleep with a berry. She stays into
Ouais,
Strength,
ah oui, oui, c'est pour
is
les
put to
plantes.
sleep
Et tout.
again, and leech seeded again. This is not going well. Basalt returns on an Earthquake, Fake Outs, and pivots back to the
Ok.
still asleep Shipworm.
Aga,
She wakes up to
Symphony.
Strength, but is put to sleep
Sugelu.
a third time. This is certainly not my best showing. I came into this battle woefully unprepared. I decide then to bring out Charcoal as a sacrifice. It's rough losing a Vulpix, but it's not going to evolve, so it doesn't really help me in the Elite Four. I did figure this would happen at some point in this battle. This lets me bring out Basalt to Fake Out and Surf. She could have taken another Earthquake instead of sacrificing
Oggi
Vulpix, but I need
email
her as healthy as
ponente
possible.
posso
After all,
pone
Gengar
in
gets a critical Shadow Ball,
control.
bringing her down pretty low. Here, I make a pretty major mistake. Even though I know she won't survive, I swap to Petrified Wood in an attempt to deal some damage, and it
J'ai
does not
utilisé le
work.
truc.
I should have brought out Flint instead, but I was concerned about him getting cursed, so I didn't do it at first. I think I should have, though. For Wobbuffet, I can mess with the AI, alternating between physical and special attacking moves like Crunch and Earthquake. It leaves Wobbuffet unsure about what to do. Last, we have Blastoise. Thankfully, Basalt can easily survive a Surf, Fake Outs, Blastoise makes it rain, and then she gets healed with a Giga Drain. That was a close one. Another Giga Drain finishes off the hardest battle I've had since Misty. After proving himself stronger at every turn, Officer Jenny just gives up, giving Brock implicit permission to continue his creepy ways. At least, that's the way that Brock sees it. At this point, my egg hatches into a Chansey. Brock's egg became a Happiny, but that does not exist in this generation. It then evolved into Chansey in order to help some sick baby Pokemon, and some 500 episodes later, we see it's evolved again into a Blissey, where it's an assistant to Brock. You see, towards the end of his Sinnoh adventure, Brock puts aside his childish dream of becoming a Pokemon breeder, and instead wants to become a doctor.
That's why I'm planning to use all of my experience to become a Pokemon doctor.
A Pokemon
Good
doctor?
job,
Which is why he can't follow Ash to Unova, because doctors need to study. Given his nature, I think it was an appropriate choice. Before continuing on with the game, I do want to highlight that Brock had two additional Pokemon I will not use here. A Krogunk and a Comfey. They simply did not exist in Gen 3, and I have no desire to put them into this game, so I won't use them. But I do need to mention that Krogunk was always good at keeping Brock in line.
I'd spend all my waking hours with Nurse except now.
This means I'm starting the Elite Four Gauntlet with only 5 Pokemon. But after the debacle that was the last Jenny fight, I put a lot of time and effort into these strategies. It doesn't necessarily mean they're good, but they were time consuming at least. Amethyst starts the battle to Calm Mind a single time. I don't want to spam that move, even though I could. It's still not enough for Thunderbolt to take out Dugong, but that's okay. I didn't do it for her. After taking some damage, and a heal, Dugong is Thunderbolted to death. Cloyster first protects, and then outspeeds to Hail, but does fall in a single hit. The Calm Mind from earlier ensures that Slowbro is a one-hit KO, and he doesn't get a chance to yawn. Amethyst then heals Confusion from the Lapras, thanks to a Lumberry I just got, and manages to defeat Lapras in 2 hits after she takes a Body Slam. Though her health is decently low, as long as Jinx doesn't freeze her, I should be okay. After all, she is a special defensive tank. She also knows Flamethrower. Jinx survives even with a burn, heals, and lovely kisses. Amethyst takes a few hits, but eventually wakes up and responds with one more Flamethrower. Without a Blissey, that fight would have been so much more difficult for my team. She is a pretty awesome addition. For Bruno, I lead with Basalt. He starts with a Rain Dance and avoids a Rock Tomb, though it wouldn't have mattered all that much. Onyx is then surfed. Even with Mystic Water and the Rain, Hitmonchan can take a hit and baits out a Rock Tomb to slow me down. Basalt heals a bit with Giga Drain after Bruno heals, and then surfs again. I do need to take a risk here on the Hitmonlee. Basalt takes a Brick Break and sets up the Rain again. She would survive a non-crit, but Hitmonlee misses a Mega Kick, so it wasn't an issue. Another hit then knocks him out. Okay, now it's time to risk another crit. I'm playing with fire right about now. On Machamp, Basalt heals with Giga Drain and avoids a Cross Chop, which is absolutely perfect. One more surf leaves Machamp with a sliver of HP. Dang it, that wasn't supposed to happen. I pivot to Shipworm on a heal, who uses Zap Cannon until it hits and paralyzes. With that paralysis, Machamp should now focus on speed-lowering moves like Rock Tomb and Scary Face. Shipworm hits with the turn a few times before pivoting back to Basalt. She fake outs and then Surf finally defeats Machamp. And obviously, she has to Giga Drain Onyx to get not quite fully healed, but still a decent amount. Oh yeah, after taking a Double Edge. Okay, that fight was a bit on the rough side, but Agatha should be simple. I start with Amethyst once again. The first Gengar loves to spam Double Team, but I have Psychic. It's obviously not strong enough to one-shot, though it is closer than I expected. After a heal, Amethyst is confused, but hits through it to take out the first Ghost. There's no reason to stay in on Golbat, because Flint can take anything it dishes out. She is also confused. I've run out of Person Berries at this point, and she does hit herself several times, but only does minimal damage thanks to her insane defenses. Eventually she connects with 2 Rock Slides, taking out the bat. For Haunter, she decides to stay in, is mean looked, so now she's stuck, but a single Iron Tail connects for the knockout. Since that worked out so well, let's try again. She is put to sleep and Shadow Balled several times, including a crit. Eventually she wakes up to Iron Tail, which surprisingly left Gengar alive. I did not expect that. After being put to sleep and nightmared this time, I pivot to Amethyst on a Shadow Ball. She actually does have a Chesto Berry, so Hypnosis, which is supposed to be 55% accurate, but has hit 3 times in a row, doesn't actually do anything. Her Psychic, on the other hand, does something. Now Arbok has decent attack, especially compared to Amethyst's defense, so she runs away and is replaced by Shipworm. He has Return that does a little less than half, unfortunately. This lets Arbok heal, but several more hits takes it out for good, defeating Agatha. Told you that would be easier than Bruno. For Lance, I start with Shipworm and his awesome Zap Cannon attack. He misses once, sets up spikes, and hits on the second attempt. It's not quite strong enough, allowing Gyarados to heal, but after another hit and return, Shipworm is victorious. This brings out Aerodactyl, so I pivot to Flint, who takes 4 whole damage from Ancient Power. Let's not get crazy there, Aerodactyl. Wing Attack does a bit more damage, but nothing Flint can't shrug off. Her rock slides, on the other hand, destroy Arrow. Since she's taken so little damage, I leave Flint in to also rock slide Dragonite. The best move he has is Outrage, which still isn't all that strong. Dragonite ends up confused and knocks himself out as I pivot to Shipworm again. Dragonair paralyzes her, which only delays the inevitable, as return is a 2-hit KO. The last dragon also outrages, but Shipworm is fully paralyzed. So, let's bring out my secret weapon for this battle, Amethyst, with an Ice Beam. I had intended for her to defeat most of Lance's Pokemon, but it didn't end up being necessary. And so, without further ado, let's battle against the champion, who is none other, no it's not Jenny, it's Brock's mom, Lola. Yes, that's right. Brock has a mom who is not dead. Now, that may seem weird that I have to specify that, but in the dub, Flint claims that she died all the way back in episode 5.
Brock's heartbroken mother tried her best to hold things together, but sadly she passed away.
But that was not in the original version. It's just something the dub came up with. So she is very much alive, which is unfortunate because now she has no excuse for running out on her family. Being dead is a pretty good alibi. One of the best, in fact. But that's beside the point. When she does return, it's to try and take over the Pewter City Gym to make it water type, something that Brock cannot stand.
There's a hedge.
I know.
And flowers.
I know.
And...
I know.
Isn't it cute?
I'm sorry, son.
There's water. The Pewter Gym is supposed to be for rock-type Pokemon. Why is there a lake?
Attends, c'est ça? Je crois que c'est ça. C'est par le past.
So we need to battle it out. As you might have guessed, she has water Pokemon giving me flashbacks to Misty. But this time, I'm prepared. Once again, Shipworm starts the battle against Azumarill. Surf does a decent amount, but I'm hoping I can hit with a single Zap Cannon. The first one misses, but the second one doesn't. With that rabbit now paralyzed, I can safely pivot into Amethyst on a Surf. She is guaranteed to outspeed, which is good because that thing has Brick Break. A single Thunderbolt takes it out. Mantine comes out next and is promptly Thunderbolted as well. Vaporeon starts with an Acid Armor, which is fine because 2 can play at that game. Amethyst Calm Minds, and a second Thunderbolt takes out Vaporeon. Tentacruel first misses a Screech, not what I was expecting, but then he does Toxic on the next turn. I was prepared with a Berry, and Amethyst defeats the Squid. Gyarados actually does a ton of damage with Thrash, but still falls to Thunderbolt. Last is Lola's ace, Blastoise. He prepares a Skull Bash as Amethyst heals.
Je pense que c'est ça.
I pivot into Flint,
Je suis pas sûr, les gars.
and bait out a Surf. Or a Rain Dance too.
On le fait, on verra.
Basalt wants to try a Solar Beam strat, so she has Sunny Day, but is apparently slower than Blastoise, who makes it rain again. You jerk. Solar Beam now takes 2 turns, and its power is cut in half because of the rain. So, after hitting with a pretty pathetic Solar Beam, one last Giga Drain, and Blastoise is defeated. And Lola stops trying to change the gym. You did it, Brock! But this is not the end of his journey. Brock did go through Johto, and Hoenn, and even Sinnoh before leaving Ash. So maybe we'll see more of him in the future. Before you take off, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members. I appreciate their support, and if you're interested, check it out for exclusive perks and content. Every little bit.
Okay.
As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next region.
Alors, Pablo 씨가 자고 있어요. 그대 전화가 왔어요.
Common Pokemon are often thought of as weak. If rare Pokemon are hard to get, they must be strong, right? To test this theory, I've decided to find the 6 most common encounters in Fire Red and beat the game with only them. To determine which are the most common Pokemon, I simply added up all of their encounter rates in every area, including their evolutions, and call this number the common rate. I exclude any Sevi Isle routes, looking only at Kanto specific.
Alors, il y a quoi d'autre? Est-ce qu'on regarderait pas? Ah, on va mettre du culbute, ok. On va faire VGC. On va mettre Zatsu plus 1. Zatsu plus 1, il est où? Igo. Okay.
What is up, YouTube? That's it here.
Let's go.
Absolutely amazing set of VGC games. Today we're using Wobbuffet. We're using the boy. This is a super cool Wobbuffet team. We're using it on ranked today, so hopefully you guys are excited about that. Let me know if you guys want to see more meme team action in the future. But basically, this Wobbuffet set uses counter and mirror coat. Remember, 2 moves that deal double damage back. So if you take physical damage, it deals double that damage back. So it's great for KOing Dynamax Pokemon. So counter's great for physical, mirror coat's for special, Destiny Bonds just in case, we get a Trick Room up, and so is Encore. So all these moves are really good. I felt like a Trick Room team would be really good for this Wobbuffet because we can go for counters and mirror coats. Remember, we also have the Shadow Tag ability, which makes so they can't switch, so they pretty much have to hit the Wobbuffet or my teammate. And, Destiny Bond and Encore are great if we get a Trick Room up. So we can go really fast Destiny Bond or really fast Encore.
Pablo.
So what makes the team shine is that I'm using 3 Pokemon that are rocking the absolutely amazing move Ally Switch. So when I pair Wobbuffet with Alakazam
Pablo.
or something like
Chita.
Comfey, which is absolutely amazing, you can also foil healing Wobbuffet, or even Indeedee. Like if I were to go Indeedee Wobbuffet,
Nundeme.
anyone that knows what they're doing, first of all, they can't switch because Shadow Tag. They're like, wow, I'm gonna hit this Indeedee. It's probably gonna use Follow Me. I have to KO the Indeedee before I can KO the Wobbuffet. And when I ally switch that turn and you throw your attacks in the Wobbuffet, it soaks that damage and one-shot your Maxmon. It's going to be the best feeling I've ever had playing Pokemon. So this is the most degenerate team that we can be playing on ladder. We're also playing like super solid like Hatterene. We have a little bit of weakness policy, Moltres as well in case we want to go for some Comfey self-proc. So hopefully we get some wins. Like I said, we are playing on rank. This is going to be kind of hard to get some wins with, but I have faith in Wobbuffet. This Pokemon is so underrated, and wish me luck. Here we go.
Pablo Shiga. Chago Inundongan.
Dragapult with tons of redirection. Oh my goodness. Alright, I actually think we can make this work. I really do think we can. I wonder if they're going to go Incin. I wouldn't be surprised to see like Pokeballon. I don't know if Pokeballon just like one-shots Wobbuffet though. Like we should probably, like we can totally win this game if we win Trick Room. If we want like any half Trick Room, we win the game. The game's over. There'll be nothing that they can do about it. But let's see if we can be cheeky here. Let's see if we can be cheeky. I'm actually gonna go Wobbuffet, Comfey, I think. And I'm gonna try and eat the beat up. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go like Ally Switch the Comfey, he'll steal Spike. And then Wobbuffet might eat it. It might be able to counter, and then because I'm Trick Room with Comfey, I can then like Encore the Dragapult and the beat up again. That'd be really funny. But we'll also still bring some good mons in the bag like Indy and Hat. Hopefully this will work. I really hope I don't lose my Wobbuffet turn 1, but like we probably will. We're being a little bit greedy. The thing is like Cavalian's not that strong, and Wobbuffet has full defense investment. So like if there's one mon that might not kill us, it's a Cavalion, even if it's a +4. And we could have just went Indeedee. We could have went Indeedee redirected, but like that's not fun. Like we could totally have just Trick Roomed that. We could Trick Room any other game. We're trying to use Wobbuffet, alright? We're trying to make some plays for days. We can also technically like, let me think about this. Like I could have went Indeedee, went Trick Room, lost the Indeedee, and then brought out a mon and went like Ally Switch and make them KO, but then they're gonna max, so you can't Trick Room a Maxmon. Or sorry, you can't Destiny Bond a Maxmon. Let's just pop the counter. And let's pop. See, I almost want to say he's going after the Comfey, right? He has to be going after the Comfey. I'm gonna Ally Switch it. I think he is. I want to Trick Room though. I'm gonna Trick Room. Because if I do get the Trick Room up, I think that's still a value play. Because I can just use Hat in the back. Don't say I'm not using. This guy's so confused. He's like, what is this Wobbuffet? Why can't I switch? I mean, you can switch his Dragapult. Going with the big max. Yeah, let's see what he's working with. Maybe he's like just maxing the Pult. He's like, I'm actually just gonna apply Max Phantasm. Okay, he's maxing it for the line. So he's gonna go for the beat up play. Yeah, we'll see. Something's happening. Either I'm getting a cool counter, or I'm getting a Trick Room. You can't stop both of them, Chief. You can only stop one. There's the beat up. He's going to +4. Oh, do we think Wobbuffet can live that? I have no idea. See, Cavalion has like a 90 base attack. It's like as strong as Flygon. So you can give it +4, but like I'm Wobbuffet. I'm thick. I might not die. Especially like, what if he like airstreams with Wobbuffet? It's not even stabbed. I'm assuming he's gonna Steel Spike it. Or he just hits the Comfey. And Iberi saves me. Live board pull. Okay. Airstream, bro. Wobbuffet. Yo! Oh my gosh! Counter
시간을 휴대폰 보지 마세요.
This is the perfect game of Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Yo, hit him with that super effective counter though. Oh, it's so good. And then we're gonna encore that Dragapult now. Because Wobbuffet's so slow that we're gonna be able to encore the Dragapult and the beat up. Yo, we're on ranked. We are on the ranked ladder, busting it out. Oh, that's so sick. Wobbuffet, dummy thick. This guy's like, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this means. I stared his +4 beat up mon in the face, and I was like, you need more hatred, Kabalion. This guy's nothing. Rotom, go for it. So right now, what's really cool about this is we're gonna be able to encore the Dragapult. He's probably gonna go like, now we're gonna encore that too.
Okay.
Wobbuffet has like a 33 base speed, so it's really slow. So we're gonna encore him in a beat up, and we're just gonna go for a floral healing, which means Wobbuffet's gonna be thick again. Yo, I wouldn't even be mad if you ran, because that'd be hilarious. Don't make me Dynamax this Wobbuffet to hit you with the Max Knuckle. I might. I just might. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Look at that. Look at that face of intensity on that Wobbuffet. He knows what's up. Oh, this person is so confuzzled. I love Pokemon. It's games like this. I was just sitting there, I was thinking like, man, Wobbuffet is so good. Why don't people use Wobbuffet? And I just thought of this team. I was like, let's make a little bit of TR. Make it work. Rotom's gonna protect. We can encore those. We're gonna be encoring those all the way to the bank, yo. Floral healing? Yes. Don't make me start chunking you down with my Comfey. I might. So Wobbuffet, nice and topped off there. There's one encore. One encore deserves another. Encore, the way to play when Dynamax isn't in the game. So nice beat up, bro. Oh man, we got that damage reduction berry. He's actually orbed. This is gonna do a decent amount. But like, you know, it's much more. He probably won't use Mana Force this turn. Yeah, I'll just use Floral Healing again and encore the Rotom. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see it run because you can't switch, right? The encore. Do you understand like the next level big brain we have going on here? So we're gonna encore the Rotom now because you use Protect. And yeah, I think we won't. I think it's actually still worth it to retop off our Wobbuffet. And then what's gonna happen? He's gonna eventually, when he can attack, he's gonna eventually try to attack my Comfey slot. I'm gonna ally switch him, which means he's gonna attack the Wobbuffet slot. Well, we might just hit the pulp. You know what I mean? And just get that thing off the board. He's gonna be taking Life Orb damage this turn. There's the encore into the Rotom. He's stuck using that move. So protect on cooldown. Another beat up. If he do that all day. Imagine if he took like, imagine with beat up if you took Life Orb damage every single time you did it. That'd be really funny. That's still a decent amount of damage. Like that's definitely counterable. So yeah, let's do that. Counter! Actually, does counter work against Ghost? I actually don't even know. I have no idea. I don't care. There's nothing else to do. I could switch out, but then he could switch out. I don't want him to switch out. I want him to just stay in and take this damage. And then get countered again and countered and encored and all the good moves, all the good abilities. I haven't even maxed yet. I haven't even shown you my final form. But yeah, Life Orb Pulp, a little bit of a problem. We're eventually going to want to bring in Hat, I think, and win the game. But still, this guy's like, what even is this? Is this real life? Or is this just a fantasy? I bet he's tried switching like 3 times. with like that Rotom. So Drain Kisses up. Boom. Kiss of Death. Decent damage, actually. Beat up into Comfey.
Okay.
Oh, so I don't think you can counter a Ghost type. But I don't know. Even I learn stuff like every single day. Every single day I'm out here learning some Pokemon. Does it work? Take that Life Orb damage all the way to the bank. Doesn't work. Encore ended. Hey, good for you, buddy. I think we switch out Wobbuffet this turn for not Entity. Let me actually think about this. 2 turns on Trick Room or 1? Last turn Trick Room, last turn Encore on that Rotom. That kind of sucks. We don't need to do anything here. I'm actually just gonna pop a Destiny Bomb this turn, so that means if they actually kill me next turn when I ally switch, it's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm kill this Bolt though. And then I'll probably just soak the beat up here. Yeah, because we're gonna Destiny Bond, and it's gonna last until the next turn, right? It's gonna last until the next time Wobbuffet can make an attack. So since Wobbuffet's going first now, it's gonna last all the way from like this turn into next turn, and it's gonna be awesome. It sucks we didn't actually. I didn't want to kill it. I wanted to beat up me one more time. So we take another tick of. Wobbuffet would take 3 more ticks from the beat up, but I think we're in a good spot because now he's gonna be like, ha! I'm never gonna hit that Wobbuffet. He could go for foil healing, or he could go for so many other different things. I'm gonna go after that Comfey. That's the thing that sets Trick Room. Boy, do I have something to show him.
Ça devrait aller.
Welcome to my ally switch. Now Wobbuffet's ability doesn't even work. Shadow tag, useless when they only have 2 mana. Let's see. What's your last mon? What is it? What is it? Show it to me. Rotom's Encore's done. So we have to think about like what's it gonna do? Togekiss. Alright. Let's see. What are we gonna do? I think we just ally switch here. I think if they double into Comfey, they'll get the KO on the Wobbuffet. I mean, I might as well try to Mirror Coat, I guess. And we'll ally switch. I mean, I could just floral healing here. I totally could. But I'm gonna ally switch because I think it would be hilarious. Because we know you're going after this Comfey. You want to stop that Trick Room. I know what you're about. I know you want to stop that.
Ok, c'est bon.
In my house. Oh my gosh. We win with Wobbuffet. I'm gonna use all Wobbuffet's moves. The counter, the mirror coat, the encores, the destiny bombs. Like, I know what I'm about. I know a smart player would ignore this Wobbuffet this turn. Tunnel into the Comfey, stop the TR. Come on. You played so well into my hands. One more. Do it. Do it. Dazzling Gleam. Okay, that's good. It's good damage. Show me a crit. Alright, show me a Thunderbolt and Comfey. Crit the Wobbuffet. Yes. Hydro. Hit. No, we missed the Wobbuffet slot. Aw, come on. We had it. I mean, we get the Mirror Coat KO. We got the Mirror Coat KO, but I mean, man, that's lame. We had it.
Ça merde.
Foil healing here. And I actually
Excusez-moi.
encore here because if he actually just starts channeling like a nasty pot, that would be how we.
Ok, je pensais que j'avais pas mis le son.
So we just want to encore him in a nasty plot, hard switch out, and then just bring in Hat and win the game. So either he's gonna lock himself in a Thunderbolt, which means he's not a threat, or Hydro Pump and he's not a threat, or he goes like nasty pot or something, and we just lock him in Encore with it. And we're so healthy. Nasty pot. See, it's almost like I play the game. It's almost like I'm the best person that's ever had to play Pokemon in the history of Pokemon. I'm so good sometimes. See, like these teams, they suit my playstyle. Like the Encore gameplay, like I was born and raised in the Encore. Like I know what it's about. You ain't got nothing anymore. We're gonna go for a Draining Kiss just to like break Sash in case you're some weird Sash Rotom. Switching our hat and we're gonna max it up because you're stuck using Encore. You're stuck using Nasty Pot for like 3 turns. So you can chill over there, and then I will just win. I don't even blame him for going for Nasty Pot. That's the right play. I mean, he would have lost no matter what move he locked himself into. This guy's probably like thinking, how is it even possible to get this outplayed? I mean, he didn't know he was playing against the late great That's a +1. Let me think. I think there's 2 turns left in the Encore after this, so it's like we'll just max the hat, switch in Entity, and go for like a terrain boosted max Phantasm or something, or max Mindstorm. So there's our big damage dealer. Wobbuffet's done enough. We're getting the 4-stock this game, so we want to do this to break Sash, and then we're gonna switch out Entity next turn. So just in case it was Sash Rotom, because that would be a pain in the butt. But he has the Nasty Plot. He's gonna go to +6. He's definitely gonna get it. I can't believe I wanted that Hydro Pump. I wanted that Hydro Pump to hit so bad because I wanted the freaking ally switch Destiny Monster. He's a +4. 2 turns left in the Encore, yeah. So we just switch in here. Switch in Entities, terrain, make it so this Mindstorm does even more damage off our Life Orb Hatterene. Yes, please. And we're maxing it because we're good players. Oh, just feels good, man. Feels good. This person got decimated by Wobbuffet. I just think it's a cool mon. It definitely tunnels people into respecting the other Pokemon in the team so much that's when like that ally switch degeneracy is perfect. Like when you see Wobbuffet and Amon, and while maxing's happening, all the other things are happening, you see the see like the ally switch happening, you know what's coming. Oh, it's just so good. Let's go. So Psychic Terrain is now up. This means it's going to do a lot more damage with the Max Mindstorm. 1.3 boost off the stab and a life orb. Should be able to pick up the KO. This Hatterene doesn't have full special attack investment. It's actually a little bit bulkier as well, just to be able to not die to some things like, you know, Urshifu, Wickable, and things like that. But it should still have enough damage to take out the Rotom. That's why we're using the Mindstorm instead of the, the Smite, just because it's another stab at 1.3. He still is stuck using Asphalt 4 more turns, so we totally have it. I love Encore. It's such a good move. And that's the shame in this format, is that like Dynamax really breaks the level of outplay you can do with Encores. You don't need to use Prankster Encores. You don't need to do anything weird. Like even just like that slow Trick Room Encore, like it just feels so good. And you know what else feels good? Getting those 4 stocks on ranked with Wobbuffet. Like Wobbuffet, the Pokemon whose main job is to like die. Getting those wins. Alright, look at that board. We dumpster those Pokemon with Wobbuffet. Let's go. Big Wobbuffet, right? And so I could go with the Entity here and go redirect. I think that's probably the right play because they have the Rilla. Yeah. I would love to go Comfey here, but I don't think that they're going to let me do that. If I go, I think you bring Entity in the back to like block priority from Talonflame. So I think you probably want to go like Comfey here. NDD and Hat. I think that's probably the right play. Man, I really want to go for that Trick Room here. That'd be so good. What's good about this, though, is also that, like, there aren't any dark special attackers because I can't mirror coat those. And there's no ghost types, so I can hit all my counters, I can hit all my mirror coats, which means I think Wobbuffet can be in a pretty good spot. Let's see if they want to lead. I think Rillaboom is a big bully against our team, so it's kind of smart we're bringing our Entity in the back. Man, let's see. Can we win with Wobbuffet? Again, we got a 4 stock in the last game. Can we keep it up? Is this guy going to be smart? Hip to our plans? Yeah, we'll see. Urshifu's a big bully, but we do have the Dark Reduce Berry. So, like, we don't really care about the Urshifu. Entity Landorus. Thank you for the terrain. I appreciate it, because, like, that terrain was scary.
Plein d'erreurs.
Alright, so in this situation,
C'est bon.
any player that knows what they're doing would probably, like, max Quake the Comfey spot and Expanding Force mostly hitting the Comfey spot, right? So you make so the Comfey can't TR you, because you don't have a very good TR slot. That's what the good player would do. Psychic Season is good, it means no Sash. That's nice, because I can't, like, Revenge KO with Dazzling Gleam. So what we're going to do to beat that is we're going to click that counter button, and we're going to ally switch them into our Wobbuffet slot. And so Wobbuffet's going to soak that Max Quake in the face, and they're never going to see it coming, and Comfey's going to be all the wiser. It's going to be able to re-top off. Why aren't they maxing? Why don't people max anymore? No one likes the max button anymore? Are you just like rock sliding? Like, I don't care about rock slide. Swords Dance.
Et bah tout son truc, c'est un peu, il a un peu servi à rien.
I'm still gonna counter, but this time on a Trick Room. I don't think you can kill me. I do not think that you can, Mr. Swords Dance Lando. I think that
Attends, la Sword Dance sur Landorus. Peut-être, hein, c'était à 4 ans.
Right.
Double.
I see you over there. I see you Swords Dancing twice.
Mais du coup là, comment du coup il pourra faire encore?
Like, he can get a KO here, but like at this point he can't get the KO. So then I just bring out my hat and just like Expanding Force and he's dead. So like we tried to use Wobbuffet, but this guy's being a jerk. Let's see. None of these moves. I guess you actually do Draining Kiss at this spot just to break Sash on the land because it's in the air.
Fais encore.
I guess I'm gonna Destiny Bond in case you don't want to drop your max. Yeah, where you looking? You just gonna click Rock Slide or Earthquake? Oh my gosh, is he just gonna click Earthquake or Rock Slide? Yo, are you gonna like? What's he gonna do? Follow me? There's a follow me. I'll take a Destiny Bond while we're young. I'll take one. Buy one get one free. Let's go. Yeah, I'd love to see Earthquake. That'd be hilarious. EQ. Swords Dance 3 times. I can't spam Swords Dance. But I can use counter, which will go last, which will make my Swords Dance stay up longer. Oh, this is a weird game.
Putain, mais le mec il est full boosté avec son Landorus là. Genre là, il peut pas être plus boosté.
There's no way counter, like, there's no way he doesn't one-shot us all. He's maxing this turn. Smart play. Good player alert right here. He's finally maxing. But we just bring out Hat and click Expanding Force and he's dead. So it's like, I guess, was it worth it? Was it worth it, Lando? We're gonna find out. It'd be funny if he doesn't KO, though. Like, straight up, that'd be nuts. Yeah, we're all over the place with this Comfey right now. There's an Expanding Force. Bro, I could've got up with a Mirror Coat. Just kidding, my Mon is gone. There's a lot to our Comfey. Quake? Who you hitting? You know, Boba Fett, yo, if we die, if we live though, that'd be so sick. That'd be the coolest thing ever if we lived. There's no way in hell that we lived that. Alright, okay. I still think the Expanding Force might OHKO this Lando. As weird as that sounds, I think there's a good shot that it does. We have to use Expanding Force as opposed to using, like a max move. Well, I guess we can smite the Indie, but like he's just gonna use Follow Me is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Bro, don't make me max this Comfey. No ally switch, so I guess I could have just maxed in your face. Alright. Sorry, not follow me. No follow me, right? Because follow me right now. Alright, okay, that's correct. You're right.
Okay, good.
Draining Kiss is super proud. Let's see it, Hat. Yeah, it's like,
oh,
is it worth it, Lando? This is your Maxmon. Is it worth it, though? Was it worth it, though? I don't think it was worth it. If you were to ask me, in my humble opinion, I say no, that's not worth it. Wasting your Lando out here on Route 1. Weirdest disappears. On the last turn of the terrain, we put that to good use. Cool, now I can Draining Kiss things. Like that Urshifu when it hits that board. Oof. Yeah, buddy. I'm still gonna win. I'm still gonna win.
Talon Flame.
My Entity and go for Expanding Force. Last turn,
Un tour.
Expanding Force kill the Talon Flame. I guess we could just also hit the Talon Flame with a Draining Kiss. But no, I want to be able to do the double damage still. So I'm going to switch it in here. Yep. That's fine. Poor Wobble Fett, man. That Landers guy thought he was
Le Wobble Fett, il est mort.
He ain't got nothing. This is the last turn Trickum. I like switching the Indie here so I can have like a redirection Trickum play next turn. And that's why I'm not maxing right now as well. I want to see if he protects. So let's make Hatterene do everything. There's the Follow Me. This is still going to do a lot to the Entity. Life Orb, Terrain boosted, Expanding Force. Brave Bird, not gonna have it. Psychic Terrain. Maybe you've heard of it. Boom. Yup.
Oh.
Yo,
La
Sash,
Sash.
you Brave Birded. Why are you Sash Brave Bird? That makes no sense at all. That makes absolutely no sense to me personally.
C'est horrible. Bon, on a vu.
And we
Bon, regardez ça. Ça, c'est beau. Avec les meilleurs joueurs Smoke Gun. Donc, c'est vraiment compétitif, les gars.
With me today, we have CBB, AIM, and BKC. They can say hi.
What's up, guys? Yo.
And today's categories are rhymes with crash, boom, bang. The answers to this category will rhyme with crash, boom, or bang. PokeAim MC. Notice the music emoji. The headphones. Will be a sound category. Blazing, kickin', chicken. This will be a category revolving around fire, flying, and fighting. Competitive Pokemon. I will show a screenshot of a tournament game, and you will tell me what move precedes it, or what was the significance of that tournament game, or some tournament trivia. School's out. This will be a category about school and Pokemon moves, or abilities, or Pokemon. And Stat Pack. I will show a screenshot of a Gen 9 Smogon OU Pokemon stats, and you will have to tell me which Pokemon it is.
Okay, okay.
600 for every category?
Yes, I have 6 questions. I went all out.
Do you have to, when you answer, do you have to say what is the answer, or can you just say the answer?
You know what? Joey never says it, so you won't have to say it.
Alright.
I'll try to say it anyway, but
Why do you say Joey? There's been so many people on Jeopardy that's never
Yeah, but
said every single person on Jeopardy.
the people that complain are the people that complain about you.
That's true. They will use my name. to complain.
Even though everyone else does the same thing, they will complain about you specifically.
Yes, this is true.
Alright. Rhymes with crash, boom, bang for 100. Rock coverage technician users typically use.
Rock Coverage Technician. User typical.
It says lock when I'm trying to click it, Jim.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's luck for me too, for what it's worth. Oh, now it says
Now,
red.
yeah.
I was like, this is not a hard question. It's not a hard.
Attends, rhymes with crash, boom, bang. Rock coverage. Technician user typically use. Donc il y a quoi? Rock coverage. Donc il y a bullet punch. Bullet punch c'est pas mal contre les types roche. Et en plus technicien il y en a pas mal qui ont bullet punch. Il y a qui d'autre? Il y a quoi? Ouais je vois pas après. Karate chop?
Question. All right, Joey.
Rock Tomb?
That was only 100, so.
Ah non c'est rock coverage donc c'est... Ok je pensais que c'était contre rock. Mais non c'est de type rock. Ok my bad, my bad, my
The
bad.
first thing that came to my mind was magical.
No,
leap
it's my
for
bad.
No reason.
Magically.
For no reason whatsoever.
Wait, try to buzz again.
Signature.
Try to buzz again. Just test. Dude, it said 2 crashing boom bangs.
Yeah, it literally says 2 CBB. That'd be really funny if it says 2 and then one person in between is a CBB after.
Okay, it's fine. Alright, Joey.
We can do MC for 100.
Team MC. One-time use item that is used with sound moves. CBB.
Throat spray.
What is throat spray?
What is-
Throat spray.
Allez, let's go. On connaît ça. On connaît, c'est 100 points, c'est 100 points. On connaît.
Yeah, terrible pronunciation. Not bad.
Easy,
That's
easy.
the second option, crashing boom bang.
Yeah, what does the second crashing boom bang have to say?
Yeah, crash and boom back 200.
Oh shoot.
Nature that lowers special defense.
Spécial, défense spéciale.
DKC.
Fuck, it just fell out of my head. I'm sorry. This rhymes with CBB, right? Oh, rash. Duh. Yeah.
Oh, thank God you reminded me that it rhymed with CBB. I was about to be very there and there.
Je connais pas les natures, désolé les gars.
Naive.
Désolé, je connais pas du tout les natures.
It went from very obvious to falling out of my head to again.
Your choice.
Let's go with what's the one that has the replays? Is that competitive Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that for 100.
Psychic Mewtwo used this move on Sableye turn 1. DKC?
What is fake out?
This is like not a typical play.
Oh, what is magic coat? No.
I'm gonna just stay quiet.
Yeah, I know.
What?
So like this
Ah, je peux
entire-
pas savoir ça.
Everything here is gonna be like non-typical plays.
I know a lot of replays, but this one I really can't remember.
I
Like,
know.
This doesn't count, but just based on the team, this monster definitely ice punched. Like, if you're telling me some weird play, like,
We're looking for facade.
ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about not getting that.
You have to have seen that, I think. To
Mhm.
I mean, makes sense, but yeah.
No, that's ridiculous. That was 100 too.
Alright, it's back to you.
Let's go with competitive Pokemon for 200.
Ok, let's go.
Flurry used this
Oh.
move against Breloom. CBB?
What is magic code?
Fuck!
I'm just enjoying.
Du coup, il peut pas s'auto-slip si? Ça dépend c'est quelle,
Might be a few games, but
c'est
Let's
quelle
go with Blazing Kick and Chicken for 100.
version, mais il me semble que...
Firefighting has been an exclusive type for starters, except for this Pokemon.
So it's a firefighting type that
It's not
isn't
a
a
starter.
starter. Okay.
Wait, am I being stupid?
Attends, feu combat qui est pas un starter les gars. Feu combat qui est pas starter. Y'a qui les gars? Y'a qui? Feu combat qui est pas starter les gars. Feu combat, pas starter. Hmm. Feu combat. Est-ce que Victini c'est combat ou pas? Non, je crois pas. Oh, c'est en majuscule. C'est quoi comme... C'est feu psy. Feu combat qui est pas un starter. Je vois pas du tout. Feu combat pas un starter, j'ai aucune idée.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm being stupid too.
Same, right?
Unless it's a new gen Pokemon, and then I don't feel bad. If it's like Gen 9 or something, then. But I feel like it's not.
I feel really dumb here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same, right? Because
CB has or CTC has a rap about this in the first Pokemon Cipher,
I have to say this entire verse in my head.
but it's not that Pokemon. But he does say the name. 3, 2, turn your Taros. Taros the beat.
oh,
my God.
Tauros,
yeah,
Paltea.
right. Yeah, right. Because you
literally-
don't think about it like that. God damn it, yeah.
Damn it!
Alright, CB again.
Same category, 200.
This Pokemon has the strongest Brave Bird in the game. KC.
I feel like I'm gonna mess this up, but what is Star After?
Ok.
Yeah, fair enough.
It felt
Oh,
way too
it's-
obvious.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
firefighting or flying. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, immediately I thought Blaziken.
Dude, I actually had to look that up. I did a damage calc of Blaziken's Brave Bird versus Star Raptors, and I was glad. The flying stat really comes in handy.
Well, they got the same. Yeah, nice job. They got the same attack stats.
No, Mega Blaziken. Mega Blaziken has
okay,
160
Oh,
attack.
wow, Billy,
Okay,
stab
okay.
and reckless.
Yeah, with reckless, then it's not even close.
Yeah, I ran the calc, and it doesn't even kill Obama Snow.
That's pretty sick.
Shocker. Yeah. Okay, let's go with schools out for 100.
This teacher comes in when your teacher is sick. Joey?
Substitute.
Waouh, ok. Oh, c'était compliqué cela. J'ai pas compris.
Signature move of a Gen 7 Pokemon. Teacher's job is literally this. DB?
What is instruct?
Nice.
What?
Yeah. It makes you,
Rangaro.
it makes
Ils
you
sont,
really
ils sont, ils sont
relax.
rapides, je peux rien faire.
I thought that was obstruct.
No, that's obstagoon.
Yeah.
That's like protect
Oh.
Ah oui, en gros,
Yes,
c'est ça, c'est ça, c'est ça.
I
En
teach you
gros,
job
qui
is
fait
not to do
instruct.
this.
Je sais pas, je m'en souviens plus ce que ça fait, mais...
I'm taking stat pack for 100.
Oh my god, this shouldn't be this hard.
This is Gen 9, so.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
DB?
What is Rotom Wash?
That is
I was like, that looks familiar. Wait a minute, yeah.
I was gonna say, why does it have 50 HP?
Yeah, right. But let's go for another stat pack 200. Sure.
Ça, je pourrais bien le trouver.
DB?
Trop dingue de
What is
vitesse.
Garganical?
Oh my god.
Il a 35 de vitesse. Putain, je pensais qu'il était
I
plus
knew
lent.
that one deep down for sure.
Ah, quoi que non. Bah, quoi que non, vu que j'avais... Ah non, j'avais pas regardé les 30.
Come on, no way.
I just want it to get banned because I want there to be chaos.
It'd be so chaotic, I'm telling you.
Very true.
Poke Aim MC 200.
A strong strategy to use in VGC is Gothitelle paired with this move. Joey?
Parasong.
Personne.
You notice what he
Putain,
does?
je te fais le savoir.
Yeah, yeah.
Je sais pas,
I noticed.
le-
Last
je
time.
l'avais, mais il voulait pas sortir.
I
Il
don't
voulait
know,
pas
I
sortir.
just follow him.
Mais je le savais.
You don't know, you don't know, so you don't know.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
say what is.
sorry.
Oh, you want me to say what is? Damn it. What do you want from me?
Exactly that.
Pokemon MC 300.
Pokemon with Soundproof are unaffected by sound-based moves except for this move in Generation 5. Another reason to run aromatherapy.
Except this move in Generation 5. Snarl?
DB?
What is soundproof?
Soundproof.
Oh,
Joey?
nice.
Yeah. What is
Really?
heal though?
Yeah.
Il belle.
What the fuck? I have no idea what I was thinking there.
Pokemon MC for 400.
Throat Chop prevents sound-based moves from being used for this amount of turns. DKC.
3.
What is 2?
2?
I'm amazed.
je pensais que c'était 3.
I'm so proud of myself.
Normalement, c'est toujours 3 qui font.
I didn't mean to do that.
Chaque fois qu'il y a un truc, ils font 3.
Let's go with Poke Aim MC for 500.
When this move had a chance of confusion, it was banned on Wi-Fi, but not by Smogon. Joey?
Oh no.
Shatter?
See?
Chatter.
Oh my god.
What is
Je connais
Shatter?
pas le nom.
Sorry.
I put it out. God damn it.
Damn it. 600 Pokemon MC.
This sound move costs the user some of its HP.
Hurricane because when you missed it.
Struggle?
I was gonna say Life or Bug Buzz.
That's gonna be in the comments.
Oh, this is so ridiculous.
I should really know this.
Joey?
Sound move?
There's 2.
Attends, sound move qui fait des dégâts à toi-même. C'est quoi? Je pense que c'est une attaque de Bourrapam, non? Je sais plus.
Right? It's Clanger Soul and Clanger Soul Blaze.
Oh my god.
C'est quoi ça?
I didn't get that. What the hell are these?
Clanger Soul.
I'm not made for this right now.
Je connais
That's
pas.
fine.
It's okay. There's like 2 categories here. I'm not even gonna answer. So.
Yeah, I'll catch up. No worries.
It's okay. Joey's in a better time zone than us. It's not
Yeah.
fair.
It's because I don't know. It's because I use miles. Let me see this. Rhymes with Crash Boom Bang for 300, please.
Item that boosts dragon type attacks.
Attends. Ça booste. Plaque Dragon Plague? Non. C'est quoi qui booste?
DKC.
What is Dragon Fang?
Fang!
Let's go with
Dragon
most
Fang.
Pokemon
Dans
for
Dragon?
100.
Je sais pas.
EDC used this move, this Z move, that was significant in this battle. DBB.
What is Z Stealth Rock?
I was so confused for a second because I was like,
How dare you show Smeargle lead? How dare you show Smeargle Greninja
I
lead?
know,
like that?
dude.
Yeah.
That's so. I was gonna say he didn't use the Z move with Greninja in that.
No, he didn't. But
I knew what that was, but I was like, wait.
Yeah.
There's not enough room for me to put text here.
That was misleading.
Laser King Chicken for 300.
This Pokemon line is 4 times weak to both fire and flying.
Feu et... Donc c'est un type plante? Non, plante quelque chose. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait être plante quelque chose? Qu'est-ce qui est? Feu insecte? Insecte plante? Paras? Paras?
DBB.
What is Parasect?
Fuck.
Oh!
Boom Bang 400.
On les a eu
Paranoid
ceux-là.
users run this move over Hurricane. CKC.
What is Air Slash?
Immediately.
Immediately. As soon as he saw Paranoid, he was like, yeah.
No, wait.
Let's go with competitive Pokemon for 400.
Near the end of Generation 8, Skooma popularized this Pokemon on stall teams. DKC.
What is Cresselia?
Whoa.
Oh my god, I'm amazing.
Oh, good.
Also, can I
I was
know?
like- I was like 45% sure that was it.
Bro, I love that we're going in order. By the way, none of us are trying to go for higher. We're just like
Yeah.
tearing down the wall.
Yeah, just going down.
I don't know anything about how Jeopardy is.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but might as well do this now, right?
Let's go with competitive Pokemon for 500.
Xerneas 2 has this unique move that he used on Glimmora. Joey?
Was it Mean Look? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure? Oh, there it is.
Would you have
What did
taken
he do
Encore's?
afterwards?
Yeah,
Encore Sword Dance.
anything. Well, maybe not Sword Dance.
I mean, Encore is like, I don't know if you would even consider that like.
Yeah, so
What you
basically
did, right?
he encored him, had a level berry, got to +6, and then, which is how he encored, because obviously he had to get rid of all his encore so he could get to +6 or Mean-Looks or whatever. And then he didn't sweep. I don't think he swept, but
Wow.
in theory it sweeps. Can I get Schools Out and Stat Pack are really high. Can we get Schools Out for 300, please?
When a teacher takes attendance, you say this. EKC.
Present.
What is present?
Oh, ça
That's
c'est
only
bon,
for
là, ça c'est bon.
Europeans, because nobody in America says present.
No. People
No,
that
you're
think they're
supposed
smart.
to, but everyone just says here instead.
People that think they're smart will say present.
Yeah.
And then after the first person says it, everyone else will say it.
Yeah, because in Europe you just say it in your own language, so you don't say present.
What does it sound like in your own language?
Is that?
Wow.
Let's go with competitive Pokemon for 600.
This Pokemon has only been used once in this year's SPL, but posts a 100% win rate despite only being able to click spikes. DBB.
What is Bramblegast?
Bramblegast.
Bramblegast.
It's
Nothing.
the tumbleweed thingy.
Oh.
You've seen it.
You've
Okay.
seen it, I'm sure.
Go outside.
School's out 400.
Okay, for this question, DB has to wager, and only he can answer. You can wager as much as 1,700. Daily
Yep,
double.
give me the 1700.
Here we
Let's
go. This gym leader is also a part-time teacher.
Oh, this is so easy.
Oh god, wait. Hold on. They just lose all my points. 1 second.
I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Suddenly, I don't know if I know what it is.
What is Sharon? Sharon the teacher? We'll find out now, I guess.
That's not what I had.
Is it
I mean-
Roxanne?
It's time. As
Oh,
well.
it is
As well. There's a few.
We'll do a quick Google search after this.
You want me to look
Figure
right now? I can look right now. Give me a second. Cameron's grass type
He
Pokemon.
is in black and white too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? When he has a gym.
Yeah.
They teach though.
Also, I put Cherem, the Pokemon, so I'm
Cherem.
very-
Yeah, Aram would be a grass type
It's a
gym
grass
leader.
type, yeah, wait.
Works as a teacher at the training school. Yeah, he's a teacher. It counts.
Is it part-time though?
I
It
don't
says he
know.
works as a teacher. It doesn't say part-time. But I mean, if he's a gym leader, he can't be a full-time teacher.
That's true. He's part-time gym leader, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Convoluted. I get to pick again, right?
Yeah.
Eh bah,
Attack throw.
Cheren, le boss.
DB.
What is Great Tusk?
Jeez, man. These
Non mais
base
les
stats are not
stats,
doing it.
les stats qu'ils ont,
I
c'est incroyable.
know. It feels like the base stats should tell you, but then they don't.
Dude, I didn't recognize Magnezone like 2 days ago. I was like shocked. Stat pack 400.
Oh no.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh,
DB.
Volcarona.
Jeez, man.
Comment tu peux
This is
trouver?
so much too.
This is BKC's favorite Pokemon. He will never stop talking about it in any of his videos.
Rhymes with Crash Boom Bang, 500.
Field type Pokemon that shares abilities with Plusle and Minun. Joey?
Playing.
Oh.
What is playing?
I was gonna say, what else has plus and minus?
Yeah, exactly, right?
They really should have just gave it another.
All of its abilities are trash. Rhymes with Crash Boom Bang. 600, please.
2 Generation 1 grass types that belong to the same evolution line.
2 générations 1 grass type qui sont de la même ligne d'évolution. Attends, ça rime avec Crash Boom Bang? Ça peut être quoi? Mister?
Like, what is Gloom? What is Viplume?
Ah ouais, mais j'ai pas les noms en anglais. Gloom et Viplume.
Oh no.
He got mad. He's like,
No,
dang it.
I have the same. Yeah, no, okay, I'm back.
Are you?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a BKC for 400.
Flying types have been paired with every type except for this one until that type combination was released in the Kalos region.
I should know this. I should really know this, damn.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Yeah,
Kalos?
right?
I'm just gonna assume
Joey?
fighting.
Why?
I'm just gonna assume it's
no.
Halucha. I'm just literally gonna assume it's Halucha.
Oh, dude, I thought Kalos was like later than what? Dude, damn. Okay, fine.
Like,
Yeah.
fairy?
Yeah.
Is there a flying fairy that I can't think of?
Oh,
No,
you
I
can't.
don't think there is. There's that new genie, I guess, but that's not Kalos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Togekiss existed, yeah.
that's true. Let's get stat pack out of the way, so I don't gotta look at that anymore.
Damn.
5?
It's not. Yeah, 5, please.
Did we?
Fuck. What is King Gambit?
No, the 56.
Oh,
Il est aussi rapide, King Gambit?
Not fan.
Ah non, c'est SPDF, il y a pas la
King
vitesse.
Gambit for most of its stats.
Je me suis dit, waouh! Attends, King Gambit, normalement, il est hyper long.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that is something.
C'était bizarre.
Yeah, sure, let's
C'est pour ça, je me suis dit, il y a un problème.
Oh.
Oh là, il est rapide. 383.
BKC.
Oh no,
Max
okay,
vitesse.
hang on, I have to figure this out on the spot because oh no, yeah, no, I don't have it.
Did we?
What is Dragapult?
Yeah.
I was gonna go with like Mega
J'avais dit,
Pikachu
grave.
until I realized, wait, the special attack's way too low.
Yeah, I thought 383 and I was thinking 125 speed, right? But I didn't see that was neutral.
This is a
I saw it was
team.
neutral and I was like, it's gotta be something in the 400. It's gotta be something
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
That pack was sponsored in part by Maverick Shooters. I stole his team and used this for all the stats.
Oh my god, I could have
That is
realized
pretty
that.
smart, yeah.
Hey, where's Masquerada?
School's out 500.
The lead developer of Game Freak rewards you with this item after you complete the Pokédex in the core games.
Oh my god.
DBB.
Jump comment.
What is Diploma?
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't know because I never completed the Pokedex.
I didn't. I've probably read about this. I'm a sham, but school's out 600. Sure.
An acronym of a popular VGC 2015 team, BKC.
What is chalk?
Nice.
Where are we going? 5 or 6?
Let's go with BKC for 500.
Fire types have been paired with every type except this. DBB.
What is Fairy?
Y'a pas feu.
Last one.
The last one.
No.
The only fighting move released in Gen 7 was this move. DBB.
What is Power Up Punch?
No, that's Gen 6.
Oh, that was Gen 6. Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
If it's all out pummeling, I'm gonna be mad because that doesn't count.
Might as well.
Joey?
All out pummeling?
No, you can't do that.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's bullshit. That's such bullshit. That's not a move.
That was that is peak Joey. That is.
I remember when we played this mode like ages ago. He did the same. I was like saying him all the answers because I was too scared to put him in myself, and he farmed all my points.
Well, that one shouldn't be correct.
I mean, technically
It is a fighting type move.
This is literally the only fighting move in Gen 7, though. Before we do get into the final Jeopardy, as you can see from this video is edited, and I would like to pay the editor, as well as a thumbnail artist to better improve my content, and I decided to make a Patreon page to help me do that. For the A tier of the Patreon, you have Draft League and Team Building Help, and just overall, it's mainly just to support me. Shout out at the end of the videos. S tier, you can suggest Jeopardy questions here, and if it is a good enough question, I'll have your name featured next to the question. And the S tier, I have a lot of Jeopardies that I haven't recorded yet, and before I record those, you guys can play with other members of this tier, and I will upload those to Patreon. So if you guys want to do that, this is the tier as well as the other Patreon benefits from the other two.
That is kind of funny.
All right, final Jeopardy category is Pokemon types and resistance.
I'm wagering it all.
You can PM me, or you can all just say if you're wagering at all.
I have no reason not to wager.
Damn, let me think about this. Wait, what is the category?
Pokemon types and resistance.
Where are you at to PMU?
What generation of the type chart are we going with? I assume 9? Or like 6 and later, because it doesn't change after?
6 and later.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not like, oh, well, steel resists dark and ghost.
Where we go for? Who knows?
And we have to message you, right? The answer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This Pokemon's signature typing has the most quad resistances out of any typing.
Does this include abilities?
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
Can we just DM you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that for them. I know the answer.
Gonna need a response.
I
What's
sent
the
you a
key?
response, didn't I?
It's talking to me.
Oh.
I don't know. Whatever. I'll just do it random.
EKC, with 2,700 points, you answered Etran. That is correct.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about E-Train.
The 5,400. Pokemon. You
I
decided.
just put a random
You
one.
decided to
It
wager it all.
felt too obvious to be right, but I can't think of anything else.
Decided to wager it all, and you guessed. I go Mall Wild.
Just put a random steel fair. I was like, I got a bunch of resist.
Hey, I got it. Steel ties, right? Yeah.
That's gonna cost you all your points. DBB
All of my
with the
points.
lead. Decided. The answer was Etran. What did you wager? All 6,200. Gotta do some quick maths there. The highest scoring Jeopardy
Damn.
of all time. Congratulations.
Is that so? Damn. How?
Without the cheating, because we definitely cheat higher than
Yes,
that.
yes. There's a little bit of cheating where we get to the millions, but thank you guys for joining me on this.
Damn. Et le mec, il est bon. C'est la première fois que je vois autant de points sur ces vidéos, gars. Il est bon, il est bon, il est bon, le garçon. Il est bon, le garçon. Blake Griffin, Prime Blake Griffin. Attends, c'est pas Call the Jason Williams. Il y avait Jason Williams à un moment. Il y avait Jason Williams. Moi, je veux gratter des passes. Jason Williams. NBA 2K26. Ah, c'est ça. Oui, bah c'est bien Call.
Jason Williams, aka White Chocolate, is arguably the
Ooh.
most creative passer to ever play in the NBA.
Putain, il a
And in
changé.
today's video, every flashy assist with Jason Williams is an upgrade. However, every turnover is going to be a downgrade. I'll be starting off as a 60 overall, and by the end of today's video, I'll be a 99 overall. This is going to be a lot of fun, so if you guys want more
Putain, il s'est
content like
coupé,
this, do me a favor, leave
la
a
barbe
like
là,
and
c'est
subscribe.
bizarre.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the White Chocolate build. Obviously,
C'est
starting off, the ball handle and the pass accuracy are going to be insane on this build. I know it says 94, but we are actually going to cap break this to get this all the way to 99. So yes, this build is going to have a 99 pass accuracy and a 99 ball handle rating. And this build is going to be super quick off ball with a 91 speed and a 95 agility. I tried to keep this build as realistic as possible, so I did give him an 89 midi. That might be a little bit too high, and an 83 ball might be a little bit too high, but there was basically nowhere else to put the attributes. And 2K did allow me to equip the Dimer badge for the Hot Start badge perk, so at least we're starting off with Silver Dimer.
Okay.
For the custom takeover I'm going to be using is called White Chocolate. We're going to be applying the pass accuracy rating, and I don't get Dishmaster takeover ability quite yet. I think we unlock it at 80 pass. But for right now, we're going to be using Hydration Hero. And these are all the animations that I'm going to be using at the beginning of the video. Obviously, I'm a 60 overall, and I don't have any dribble moves unlocked. However, we are going to be using the Jason Williams moves once we do unlock them. And I'm going to be playing this entire video in random reg. So every
Ah
flashing
ouais.
assist is going to be 2 upgrades, every regular assist is going to be 1 upgrade, and every turnover is going to be 1 downgrade. So ladies and gentlemen, let's lock it in
Yanis.
and let's get some
Yanis.
assists in this random reg. And if you guys are also interested in having a chance to win some VC, DM me on Instagram and say white chocolate. All right, here we are, game number 1. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited about this one. The last video I did similar to this was the Magic Johnson one, and I had some pretty bad teammates, but it's looking like that's not the case. Why am I playing with a whole bunch of 99 overall silver flags? I'm the only 60 overall. I matched up against someone who's a 99. I look at my stats right now. My max stat, my highest stat is a 63 ball handle. Okay, I don't know if they're going to give me the ball or not.
To make it look
teammates shoot 60%, 50%. Yeah, I mean, we look like we got a solid squad. I'm the only one that's a 60 overall. I don't know if skill-based matchmaking has become a lot, less strict, but I haven't seen that this year yet. Usually I'd be matched up with a whole bunch of other 60 overalls, but enough of me yapping. Let's get some assists. I see you. That's an assist, right? Let's go. That was a regular pass right there, so that is 1 upgrade. We'll take that. I cannot wait to get, like, all these stats upgraded. All my attributes, because I'm going to be doing so many of the Jason Williams, like, dribble moves and whatnot. Get that. I got you. The only downside right now is I'm not really going to be able to shoot the ball. Oh, I almost got a steal. Let's go. Come on. Also have to play way more conservative on defense. Come on. That's all.
Oh, ça a raté.
Get it.
Oh.
I'm here. I got to switch. I'm back on the point guard, bro. Let me get the point guard. I'm out. That's all. Get the board. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I got you, bro. Come on. I don't even care about scoring, dog. I see you. Regular assist.
Oh là là, les bonnes passes. Les passes sont rapides quand même. Hein. Après, il a Dimer en silver, mais quand même, il a pas les stats.
And I can't remember at what pass rating. I think it's like 90 pass rating to get the Jason Williams pass style, so we'll be able to throw those like off the elbow passes and whatnot once we get that upgraded. You got me? I'm gonna throw a flashy right here. Hey! Oh no, that's terrible. He couldn't even catch it because my rating is so low. Good shot. There we go.
Nice.
We're looking pretty good right now. We do have 2 upgrades,
Putain,
which I'm
franchement,
cool with. I mean, obviously, I want to get as many as possible, but
franchement, le mec, il fait des bonnes vidéos. Surtout qu'il y a lui. Genre, il fait beaucoup de vidéos. Cooper Fly, Kevin Durant, Westbrook, Kawhi, Zion, Magic Johnson, Draymond Green. Wemby, Lamelo, Kobe. Genre, il y a des builds sur tout le monde. Bon, après, c'est plus des meneurs, parce que voilà, c'est un meneur, lui, je pense. Parce que là, tu vois, Magic Johnson. C'est plus des extérieurs, quoi, qui joue. C'est pas trop des intérieurs. Il y a Blake Griffin, mais Blake Griffin, c'est un intérieur qui joue quand même extérieur, pas mal extérieur. Donc voilà. Bon, par contre sur ce chat, je vais devoir vous laisser là-dessus, moi. Je vais vous laisser là-dessus. Faut que j'étudie là. Faut que j'étudie. Du coup, je vais vous laisser là-dessus. Je vous dis, passez une bonne soirée. À toutes. Bisous, ciao. À toutes. À demain.